Hi fashion designer, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to sew this bra that I already shared on this channel. But before we get started, please make sure to give the tutorial a thumbs up so that it can reach other sew buddies. The materials we're going to start with, I've cut out this pattern on a sheer cup lining for the cradle. And of course, the outer shell is going to be lace, of which is cut on a 10% stretch material. For stability, that's why I cut on a sheer cup. So even the cups, I did the same, sheer cup lining, including the outer lace, which is 10% stretch. For the band, please cut out your band on a spandex, which it is actually 30% stretch. To assemble the cups, you're going to take your outer cup and place it right sides facing with the center front cup. Then you're going to take your sheer cup lining, which is your side sheer cup lining, place it right side together with the center front sheer cup lining. You're going to have 4 layers, of which you're going to pin them down together and sew a straight stitch right here on the center. Now, once you're done sewing, make sure that you trim off some excess fabric to avoid any bulking right on the center of the cup. Now, once you're done doing that, open up all your layers and sew a top center stitch. Now, once you're done, this is how it will look on the outside, including also on the inside. Now, to attach the elastic on the neckline, I am using a fold over elastic. So what I'm going to do is to place all the layers right on in between the elastic and use a zigzag stitch. Now, when you sew the elastic on the neckline, avoid pulling it too much, but you want a minimum stretch on the elastic. And once you're complete, this is how it will look. To assemble the frame, you need to take the lace. I am also going to take my sheer cup lining and just place them right sides facing. I'm going to use my pins here to attach these two so that they don't move around and sew a straight stitch. Now, once I'm done, because I need to turn it to the correct side, I just want to trim off some excess fabric to avoid bulging right on the center. And once you turn it the correct side, it's going to have the fold. So because these 2 layers, I want them not to move around, I'm just going to pin this. I'm going to pin them together like this to avoid any shifting as I'm going to attach the cups. And this is how it should be. To assemble the cups on the frame, I took my pattern just to mark the center. And I'm just going to place the pin right here on the center. And then I'm going to grab my cups and assemble or make sure that they are aligned on the center seam of the cup together with that center I've marked with the pin. Now, once you're done doing this, make sure that the neckline of the cup is matching with the bridge. And just like that, your cup will be able to fit inside the frame. And then you want to take this to the sewing machine and sew a straight stitch. And this is how it turned out. I've already attached my band, as you can see. I placed it right sides facing, and then you just want to pin it right on the edge and sew a straight stitch also. Once you're done, this is how it will look. So right on the inside, to hide the rough edges, you want to make sure that you fold it. Make sure that you fold it towards the frame, not towards the band. And then this is how it will look. This is a broad channel and it's not stretchy. So I am going to place it where the cup and the frame meets. I'm just going to place it right here, and make sure that you place you sew the channeling on the inside of the cup. Once you reach the end, also make sure you leave a 1 centimeter space. Sewing the armhole elastic. This is a picot elastic, and I'm just going to make sure that the picot or the decoratives are facing down, and then leave a little bit of elastic tail right on the top. And then make sure also you do not pull the elastic too much. You just need a minimum stretch. For the here over here, I'm folding away the channeling so that it doesn't get caught as I'm attaching the elastic. And this is how it looks. So the next thing what you want to do is just to trim off some excess fabric so that it looks neat on the inside. Then fold your elastic in, and now you want to fold the channel on the correct side. Then when you do a top stitch, you can sew on top of the channel. You want to finish off this end part of the band, and I'm also going to sew it the same way. Make sure that you sew a top zigzag stitch first, and then you flip it in and sew another top zigzag stitch, and you leave a tiny tail also so that you'll be able to attach the ring as we arrange the strips. So right here I'm just trimming off the excess fabric right under the channeling so that it looks neat on the inside also. To sew the underbust elastic, I've got a wider picot elastic. So right on the outside of the bra, make sure that the picot elastic or the picot, the decorative parts, are facing up. And then right here on the center, I have placed a red needle, as you can see. So I want my neckline or my underbust to have a V shape right at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is to sew this elastic up to where I've placed this red pin, and then lift it up over here just next to the cup. I'm going to end there where I've placed the red pin, and then I'm just going to cut out this elastic. So I'm just going to cut out this tiny piece of the elastic. Make sure you leave a little bit tail also, and then take another elastic, make sure that they cross over just like this, and place another pin right here on the center so that it doesn't move around. So right here I've marked so that you can see what I'm talking about. So right here on the center, that's where now I'm going to start sewing a zigzag stitch. So when you sew this elastic, just make sure that you also pull not too much, but just a minimum stretch only on the elastic. Now once you are done right here on the center, this is how the two elastic, make sure they're not caught in the thread. If they are, just make sure that you snip it off, and they should be able to move freely. So now once they've crossed like this, create a tiny snip right at the bottom so that it will be easy to turn over these two elastic. So I've created a snip, and that's why it's easy for them to turn over and cross right on the inside. Just like this. This is how it should look on the inside. So if they are creating a bulk, it's creating a bulk effect right on top, it's not a problem. You can go back again and create a snip to remove that tension right here on the center. And then once you create another snip, not too much, make sure that you don't create too much of a snip. And then now you can go back and do a top stitch. Once you fold the elastic in, you can do a top zigzag stitch. Once you reach the center, you want to place the needle down. You want to place the needle down, then pivot the bra, and then continue sewing a zigzag stitch. So over here, the small tails, I'm going to tuck them under a channel as I'm pinning them down, and then sew a straight stitch right on the edge of the bra channel. To attach the strip, I've got my ring here. You can use the already made, you can buy them already made strip. So right on the edge, I'm going to place my ring and fold the elastic right on the inside of the bra, and then do a top straight stitch. And then once you're done attaching your ring, you want to place the strip from the back, not from the front, so to avoid any twisting. And then now you can arrange your strip. Now, once you are done doing this, you want to go ahead now and turn the band towards the cup, right sides facing. And then right on the tip of the band of the cup, make sure that you sew a straight stitch with the strip. Flip it in and sew a zigzag stitch. Just like that, you have attached your bra strap. Now the next thing you need to do is to attach the hook and eye, which is the easiest process. I like to buy this long channel because in this way I can decide how long I want my band to be or how wide I want my band to be. So you're going to turn your bra the wrong side as shown on the screen, and then the hooks, the eye should go on the left and the hooks should go on the right. And once you're done attaching your hook and eye, this is how the bra turned out. As you can see, the underbust elastic, this is how it looks on the inside. I've used two different channels because the other one was finished, but then I really enjoyed making this project. Please do not forget to give this tutorial a good thumbs up so that it can reach other bra sew buddies. As for me, see you on the next one.